Alright guys, first of all, I'm sorry about the mess in here. I know it's a huge mess. We're doing our best right now to try to get this cleaned up because this is actually going to be our bedroom. We're moving our bedroom upstairs. This office is going to be downstairs. I think I'm going to have a little bit better setup just for streaming and recording purposes. So it will look a lot nicer and my office won't be such a horrible mess. We did a lot of work last night. We actually put on ceiling fan and my wife painted some trim. But I wanted to share one of the first things that I have learned so far being an aspiring YouTube creator. I know that I don't have a ton of followers. Right now I'm sitting at about 142 I think at the time of this recording, so it's not a huge following, but I have gained a few and have learned a few things on the way. So one of the first things that I've learned, honestly, is that you gotta be willing to be uncomfortable. Right, you have to be willing to sacrifice things. You saw downstairs, right now it's about 4:33 in the morning, and I got up even a little bit late today. My alarm is set for 3:30. That is uncomfortable. That is a difficult thing to do, especially I have a whole day of work ahead of me today, and then I have to come home and I have to be with my wife and be a husband. And so I have other responsibilities that I have to do. I'd rather sit here and do this and play games, but that's not something that I can do in order to get where I want to be, which is kind of start taking this on. Well, my ultimate goal is to do this or something like this full time, right? Do some of this, do some streaming. But I've got a long ways to go, and I don't know if that'll ever happen. But I'm willing to sacrifice to get there. I see the end game, I see where I want to be, I see where I am, and now I gotta figure out how to get there. And in this case, it takes sacrifice. It takes a willingness to make yourself uncomfortable, to wear yourself out. Now, not in a bad way, don't kill yourself over this, but at the same time, if you want to be successful in something like this, if you want to be a YouTube creator and still function in normal society, you've got to be willing to sacrifice some things. And for me, right now, it's sleep. And that's okay with me, because I like the mornings anyway, got my caffeine, I do all right, but it's not going to be easy. So this morning, actually, I think what I'm gonna do is start streaming. Normally I do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, that's kind of the plan going forward, but there's not a whole lot of World War III content to update you on, other than the .6 got delayed until probably about mid-month, just because Farm 51 over in Poland, I guess there's some holidays. Thought they just had Easter like us, but I don't know. I'm American, I don't know much. So I can't really update you on anything with that, but once the .6 patch comes out, you know, there'll be a video on that and just a little bit of a breakdown and hopefully bring some of the player base back. But this morning I think what I'm gonna do, instead of just be up, is do some streaming, try to gain a few followers that way. I'm sitting at about 21. If you want to head over to Twitch and follow me, I could use the follows. I'm about 29 away from affiliate, so getting those up. Oh, and by the way, if you're new here, I make news on World War III the game, but also I'm doing vlogging style videos, and I'm going to update you guys on my life because I don't want to be like every other gaming channel. I want to be a little bit more personal. I want to share my life and my experiences and what I learned with you guys, as well as update you on who I am, what I'm doing, because I think one of the cool things about YouTube is that you develop relationships with your creators and you see updates on their lives and you want to know what's going on. So if you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below, hit that little bell icon so you can see when I post videos, currently about once a week, but we'll see going forward. I'd like to do a little bit more. Finally, before I start streaming, I know I look a little naked today. Just decided to shave some of this off. It was just getting a little bit uncomfortable for a while, and I'll do that every once in a while. But don't worry, if you like the beard, it'll grow back here in 2 to 3 days. Okay, so let's hit the stream and get started. Alright, so just finished with the stream. Gotta grab my stuff and get ready to go. Tell my wife goodbye. She's still sleeping, but I'll give her a little smoochy smooch. And then I'll head to work and I will show you guys the drive. I actually just pulled into work here. Hate leaving my wife. It's difficult. I will say, this one's for free. He who finds a wife finds what is good. Wives are awesome. So, just for future reference.
Anyways, so I think another thing that I have really learned is that you have to provide something of quality. It's no longer just putting up gameplay and putting up commentary or voiceovers or a let's play, whatever it may be. It just, you're not going to get views that way. You're not going to really get subscribers that way. So what I've found is that you have to provide something of quality, something of value. It's either something like you provide information or you provide comedy, because just simple gameplay doesn't do it. So if you're planning on getting into that, definitely look into how can I provide value to my audience. For you guys, I want to provide both, right? I want to provide some entertainment first and foremost, but I also want to provide information. That's why I update you on World War III content and future games, hopefully. Just don't have the time. Definitely, one of the things you need to do is provide quality content that hopefully nobody else is providing. Find a market, especially. So narrow it down. For me, World War III is where I'm getting my start, and hopefully I can grow from there. Anyways, I'm here at work about 7:15, so I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright guys, made it to my second building of the day, so I'll be here for, it looks like probably another hour, and then I'll be on to my third building. So I'll head on in, and I'll talk to you soon. Alright guys, so I just got home. It is currently 6:23 in the evening I guess. So it's been a long day. This is actually one of the longest days for me. My wifey wanted some McDonald's, so I got her them nugs, them chicken nuggets. So I actually got myself some as well, so I'll be eating some of them nugs too. But another thing that I've learned, you're not going to get it perfect. Right? You got to be willing to fail a little bit. You got to be willing to take chances. You have to be willing to stick yourself out there, make mistakes, and that's just going to happen. For example, my biggest video was recorded and uploaded. I didn't even take a look at it. You can actually go take a look at it now because it's still up. It's the one with the most views, so just sort that. Anyways, the quality, the bit rate that I had was a terrible bit rate. It was something like 2500 because I was working on streaming at the time, trying to figure out those settings, and it did not work out well. It looked ugly. So I ended up going back and recording footage in a different bit rate, and I had to re-upload it, which got a lot of views as well, but just a huge mistake with a lot of poor editing because I just didn't take the time to do it. So it's going to take time to learn. If you go back to my first video and then check out this latest one, hopefully you can see some sort of progression because I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like you guys think that I'm getting better. I could be wrong. I still need to up the quality in my recording, but that's just because I don't really know how to record. But that's what I would say. I would say don't worry about making mistakes. Who cares? You'll get better. Some of the best YouTubers, they've got probably some of the worst content the very beginning of when they started their content. So that's another bit of advice to you that I've kind of learned throughout this process. So I'm going to head inside, say hi to my wife, and we are going to hang out the rest of the night, which will be about 2 more hours. All right, see you inside.
Тили-тили, Кто-то ходит за окном и
Alright guys, just finishing up this day. It's about 9:14. Pretty exhausted after today. 9:14 may sound like an interesting bedtime, but trust me, by 9 o'clock we are ready to go to bed. So thanks for coming along on the ride. Tomorrow morning I will see you guys and we will kind of talk about the day and a couple other things I learned. So we're gonna go to bed. I'll talk to you in a second. Alright guys, so the last couple things that I have learned: editing and video shooting and game capturing and all the footage that you need for your videos takes a really long time. So this video I tried to shoot in one day, and it's been a couple days later, and you'll see some footage from a few days before that from the GoPro footage. It just took a long time. Even though I had a vision for what I wanted to do, putting it together takes a long time. And so when I put it on my computer, depending on how good your computer is, that can take a long time too, because when I look at my footage pre-rendered, it doesn't play as well as I need it to. I have an old i7 2600, which is like, I think it's like a 10-year-old processor. So analyzing that footage through there is going to be a slow process. Now once I get my Ryzen setup hooked up, and I've got almost ready, and I'll show you guys that as well, things are going to go a lot smoother, but I still have to take the time to make the footage. So it's still going to take a really long time to make videos. Expect that. Expect that editing is going to take a long time, because if you want to provide quality content, you're going to have to do a lot of editing. And I'm still learning the whole process. I use DaVinci Resolve. I'll link that down below. It's a free product. So that can also lead to why it takes me quite a while, because I don't know the system, right? It's going to take you a while to learn the system. So be prepared for that. Finally, the last thing that I've learned is that you gotta show who you are. You have to show your personality, your humor, your likes, your dislikes. I think that's all a part of the process of editing and making a video and putting it out for people to see. It's putting your personality into your art, because that's essentially what videos are. It's your art. Show people who you are. I don't mean show your face, even though psychologically I think that's good, because your viewers can make a connection and really see who you are. But throw a little personality into it. As for me, I'm fairly sarcastic. I have somewhat dry humor. My favorite TV show is The Office. And I'm an animated guy. I talk with my hands a lot. You'll probably notice that throughout this video, except when I'm holding a camera like this, which actually is pretty hard. That's number 6 then. It's pretty hard to hold a camera like this for a while. Your arm starts to slowly go down. You may see that in one of my clips. This is pre-edit, so I'm not really sure where that's at. But just ultimately be who you are. Be the person that you are. Show that in your videos. Unless you're a toxic person, then change who you are and then make videos. But that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope that I provided at least some insight into the life of an aspiring YouTuber. And if you are an aspiring YouTuber, I hope that I helped you out at least somewhat. I know it's not an extensive list, and I know this is my first video in that direction, but I hope I helped you out in some way. As for you guys that are already subbed to me, I hope I provided you with an insight into what my day looks like, what I go through to make these videos, and you gain a better understanding of who I am and what I'm trying to do and what I'm about, and just the life of me. I wanted to provide a day in the life of Tacti Gamer, which is me. You can call me Tacti. I'm planning on doing more of these vlog style videos, so I have a couple in the works right now, just to see more about who I am and the kind of guy that I am. I hope that I'm the kind of guy that you guys like to watch. If you like this video in the direction that things are going, feel free to subscribe. If you didn't like it, feel free to give it a thumbs down, whatever you'd like to do. Alright, that's all for this video, guys. Until the next time, Take care.